All right, let's try this. How's that? You guys getting some audio now? Apparently, I had the audio, or my cordless mic batteries were dead. I thought that was charged. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, so anyhow, printing a bunch of retractable banners and some equipment wraps, catching up on things. So I just thought I'd jump online. Boom, 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 boom. Listening to some old 90s rock. I say old, quote unquote. Not really that old, but old versus now. I'm sure this mic is not picking up as well as the other one, but it is what it is for now. What else is everybody doing out there? And of course, since I don't have my cordless mic, I'm gonna have to put you down for a minute and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. So, as I said, my wireless mic is dead battery-wise, so I'm having to use the cheapy lapel mic that's wired, so not quite as good, and I can't talk to you when I'm walking around. But it is what it is, right? Let me see where we're at here. Da, 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 da. That's interesting. All right, so where were we? So anyhow, not a ton going on. I figured I would just check in and see what's going on with you guys. Like I said, been printing. Hey, what's up, Rye? How you doing, man? Yeah, man, did you try those? I love the Syncos. That's actually what I would normally have on me right now, but I forgot and used it the other day for a good part of the day and forgot to charge it for this machine, so I just threw it on the charger. So right now I'm using some cheapy lapel mic. Just a lot of printing today, so I figure I'd just jump on. Apparently I missed Juan yesterday. He was here, but I guess he didn't get out here till late and wasn't able to take time to stop by. He was actually across the street from my old office, the old shop. Oh, the G2. Okay, yeah, that's the one with just the 2 units, right? Just one mic and one receiver, one transmitter, one receiver. The dual unit's really a great deal too if you have the need for it. I've seen a couple people using that and it works great. What's up, Eddie? Just been the dual? Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I haven't had the need for the second transmitter yet, but we may like it. I think it'd be a good option. Yeah, so Juan was up here picking up his new printer. Where? Let's see. Yeah, I can't find it. Wonder if, hang on one second. Let me check on something real quick. Is my audio okay? I'm assuming you can hear it okay, but not great. Oh, yeah. Wedding gigs. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that'd be fantastic for that. So definitely the way to go. Because that way you can use it, they can use it, etc. Okay, cool. Thanks, Eddie. Oh, dude. Oh, good. Thanks. Like I said, this is a cheapy lapel wired mic, so got to do another. Oh, you know what? Shoot, I already switched the material. Let me switch this material back. I'm gonna put you guys down for a minute. Hang on. All right, sorry guys. Yeah, I'm doing 3 different roll-up banners, retractable banners for 2 different customers. So had to switch that material back, put it back on the printer. And I just realized I don't have you guys even on that view anymore. Hang on. Let me go back over here. There we go. I was just in there swapping it. Oh well. That's what I get for trying to do 3 things at once. Do, 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 do. I'm wondering, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Yeah, it's for the roll-up banners. It's basically like a semi-rigid banner material. Um, it's like a poly. It's not actually banner technically. There goes the phone. Un momento. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Do I like the Epson better than Muto? They're different. I mean, so far, yes. I mean, anytime you get new equipment, you like it, right? So, um, I mean, there's certain things about it that I really like, and there's other things that I don't dislike necessarily. But I had the 54-inch Muto. Actually, you can still see it behind me. That's my second one. Um, so I mean, it obviously had a much narrower footprint, smaller footprint. But the new machines, I can do 60-inch plus material up to 65-inch material. So I mean, I've got a lot more flexibility in my materials. Loading the material is way easier because it doesn't have to be inside of a roller, or you don't have to put a roller inside the material. So way easier, especially for the super heavy materials like for example, 13-ounce banner. You get a new roll of 13-ounce banner. It's 165 feet and it weighs like 100 plus pounds. So you're looking around a 54 plus inch roll of that stuff, and it's a little bit of a pain in the butt to load. So with this, it's way simpler. It's also got a smaller. I need less room behind it for loading, which is nice. Ink is way cheaper. It's significant. Yeah, it's a decent amount cheaper, and it's a better quality ink. Um, so Yeah, and print quality is fantastic. I mean, it dries for a solvent printer. It's definitely drying way faster than any other solvent printer I've used. You know, they've got the latest version of the tech, so what print? Oh, for you talking about for solvent printing for doing what we're doing? Um, I mean, just depends on budget and space. I mean, I would definitely highly recommend this machine. You can get the combo unit pretty inexpensively with a Graphtec cutter. Um, you know, it just, like I said, it depends on your budget and space. And, you know, there's more to it than just buying a special printer, too. I mean, you definitely have to know what you're doing, build the right color profiles. If you're going to do lamination, you got to spend the money for a big laminator and how you properly use that. It's definitely not as easy as just, no big deal. Now, you know, if you go with something like a roll and print and cut, like the small desktop size, you can kind of get away with some basics and just kind of learn the real basics. But even those are, in my opinion, a little pricey for what they are. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's all relative. I mean, you can get into the the S series with a printer and the Graphtec cutter for right around 16 grand ish. So it's pretty cost effective. All right, so I got to get this truck graphics in production, but I still need to finish. Hang on. Well, it's one of the dance floor graphics going for tomorrow's wedding. Hmm. Whoops. More real estate signs, always fun. And these are an odd size, 24 by 30. So it's kind of an odd size. What else are you guys up to? Like I said, I'm just kind of playing catch up on a bunch of print jobs. Speaking of, let me go back to. All right, Rye. Have a good one, man. I'll see you later. Yes, sir. It's hot. I am very hot right here, right now. I need to get this other job in the queue. Hang on one sec. All right, so this one is. Let me go and find it real quick. Debbie Longoria. All right, and that is going to be that one, 33 by 82. Sounds roughly right. 36-inch roll. And get that to print. Okay. So this is the one we're about to print right here. This will be unretractable. So this bottom part will be in the tray. Actually, I hope they gave enough room. Let me look at this. It's gonna be awful close. It's still only 4 inches. 76 minus 84. Oh, 76 minus 82. That's 6 inches. You know what? Hang on. Let me cancel this and get back with them real quick because I'm worried that that's going to be a problem for them. Let me cancel that. And do they have clogging issues? Yeah, they do. I mean, I think every printer does. That's any kind of ink versus like a toner. The most of the new gen printers have built-in cleaning modes. Like I had Mamuto set to I think it was every 6 hours it did a cleaning cycle. So even if I didn't use it, it stayed damp, basically, stayed good. And typically, even if I wasn't running a bunch of jobs, I would typically run a print strip that was like a 6-inch tall piece that was CMYK going across the full width of the material, just to kind of run some ink through. But yeah, I mean, everything could potentially clog. The Epson auto cleans. I don't have to. There's not even a programming option for me to tell it to do it. It just does it. I mean, you can force a cleaning, but like on the Muto, you had to enable auto clean, and you could set how often it did it, what level of cleaning. The Epson doesn't even give me the option. It just kind of does its thing. And it is hot in here today. Give me just a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Yeah, so hopefully that made sense about the cleaning cycles. Okay, let me see if I can get an updated file from these people one more time. Man, what the heck? Why is it so hot today in here? Looks like I got some, let's see, 38 more shirts to embroider. And now they want some masks. Not embroidered, of course. We'll sublimate those. Too many emails and jobs going back and forth right now. Okay. And then I get this customer wants, he needs a custom cut piece of PVC. So we'll have to do that on the CNC. Not now though. I'll work that in later this week. I've got to go back out and work on that Jag that we're doing a wrap on as well. But probably work on that tomorrow as it's already 4 o'clock here. That's weird, the other camera's kind of fluctuating. Hang on one second. Let me go check on that. Okay, got it figured out, I think. Let me see. No, didn't really solve it. That's bizarre. Yeah, the mass have really slowed down, but hey, I mean, if I got a customer asking for them, then we will certainly do them. They're doing a trade show, so we just got done doing all their trade show graphics, and then now they're adding these embroidered shirts. And then he's like, "Hey," he says, "I remember you did some sample masks for me. Can we do some of those? But I need some bigger sizes." So I'm gonna have him stop by and pick up one of my larger ones and see if it'll work for them or not. And it is just not doing what I want here. Let me try and do a reboot real quick and see if it helps with that camera. Not reboot the computer. So weird, just to be so quiet right now. I guess just because I'm behind on all this stuff. Oh, you know what? Speaking of, I need to run to Costco. I should probably do that tonight instead of tomorrow. And now I have to wait on the customer because I checked the artwork that she sent. And if you look, this is the bottom of the banner. And the bottom of that logo is less than 4 inches from the bottom of the banner. Well, in a roll-up banner, the bottom 4 to 6 inches stays barely, it's like not even really exposed. So the closer that something critical gets to the bottom, the more likely it's not going to be seen. So I'm going to try and have her move that because she didn't give me the source to this. So I'm going to try and have her move up that art. Otherwise, we could have done it for her. But if I go back to, let's see, this was another one that we did. See how close that one was. Yeah, see that one's 5 inches. So that one's better. This one's not even at 4. So gonna have them send an update over and hopefully resolve that problem. Because I hate for it to go to print and we put the banner together and then it doesn't work right, and what do I do? Charge them for the screw up? So figured take the time now to try and get it right. And if they send me something quick, I won't change material and I'll wait. But I do have these other jobs that I should be printing. Actually, yeah, I need to do this one too. Yeah, so this is the shape I got a CNC cut. So here's a template of that shape. And we'll just cut it out of PVC. You can kind of see, looks like that's what they used. That's all PVC. That's not acrylic. He was thinking it was acrylic. Said, well, it's PVC, which machine's easier and is cheaper and not as likely to break. So we'll just do that. Oh yeah, I got to do a bunch of these too. Always more stuff. Oh, and crap, I gotta do these too. Let me save that. Whoops. It's for another wholesale customer that is doing these. They've custom painted some calipers for a customer on a Mustang, and they're doing a bunch of custom stuff. And so we helped them wrap the roof and do some other things. And he wants these large Brembo decals basically on the calipers. So yeah, exactly. The Shapeoko. Yeah, I'll put that back to work. Yeah, the pain with that is, when you're doing a small job like that PVC, it's going to take like 3 minutes for it to machine it. I mean, if it was quantity, it would make more sense, but it's like they only need like one of these. So it's like my time to set that thing up, the dust and static that it makes in the garage or in the shop. I mean, it's not ideal, but it is what it is. I may actually cut multiple for them just so they have them. I need to this weekend, what is that, the 29th? Got another dance floor we got to do. And that is that graphic right there. So let me see. Actually, that needs to go away. So this is going to be 5 feet tall. So it's 60 inches. Or no, 5 feet wide. So that gets sized up. So that'll be 60 by 82. 60 by 82. All right, and I'm going to set all that to center. And check my lines. So yeah, I don't anymore. Bob, one of the guys that worked for me, actually has it. And he still do. I mean, we still do stuff, but it's his now. He basically bought it. So I have him do any of the CO2 work that I need to do. I just didn't have the space and the ventilation and everything here for it after I had to move everything home. So I'd like to get another one. I've actually considered it recently again. Problem is, the best value is the bigger ones, and my big problem is space. So for right now, I'd just rather let him do the work that I need to have done and keep it simple. So that is that's currently the way I'm doing that. But we used to use it pretty often. I mean, it's all relative. I mean, we were doing more plaques and more acrylic engraving and stuff like that. We did a lot of custom cutting of acrylic also. A little bit of wood. Bob's more of a woodworker, so he does more of the wood side. Hang on one second. I gotta love sales calls. Or not. So anyhow, so that makes sense on the CO2. And I mean, I can do certain, I can do some engraving with the Shapeoko too. Not quite the same, but it's a little different. Cool. Okay. Let me see. I need to go back and double check that this customer is good to go. 29th of August. 29th of August. So 8/29. Whoops. Call 8/15. I'll resend the proof over to them on this floor. Since that's for Sunday, we've got another one tomorrow. Make sure that that's the right version of the proof. 29th August, Queen of Britain, yes. Okay. That's weird. It's like that camera out there is still acting up. It's like it's just showing the shakes. Here, I'll bring it up so you can see it, what I'm talking about. See, is it kind of flickering for you guys? I'm assuming it is because it's doing it for me. Those are two of the retractable banners waiting to get trimmed out and put in the roller system. Yes and yeah. So I'm assuming you're replying to my question about the shake. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I rebooted the camera and it's still doing it, so maybe that camera's finally going out. It's one of the old ones. I was gonna go out there and do some work, but since I don't have the cordless mic, what's the point? Every once in a while, I'll actually set one of the computers up out there, running the cameras and doing a live. I did that when we did that vehicle, that wrap that was out there. But right now, I don't have it set up that way. Well, since I'm waiting on customers before I can actually do any more printing, unless I want to swap material, which maybe I should just swap material. Since I already did that once, let me do that. Because I hate to just wait, keep waiting. Let's see. Yeah, I can print some of these poppies. All right, give me just a second. I'm gonna go switch this material. Let me change the input real quick. Okay, back. Alrighty, let's see what we have here. Why does it feel so warm today? And I was supposed to be doing some installs out in the other shop, which isn't air conditioned, which doesn't help. Yeah, it's only 96. I mean, it's warm, don't get me wrong, but okay, so let's see how we're gonna do. Actually, I need to go double check that. Hang on one sec. Let me double check that measurement. All right, couldn't remember if that was a 30 or a 36-inch roll. All right, so how many of these were they wanting? Let me take a look. I think they're wanting 500 of them. Yeah, 500 of them. Okay, so 500 divided by, well, I mean, I guess I could just do 10 sets. That'd be 50 of them. 50 of them. Panel margin. Driver options. Top margin. 8. Okay, that's bizarro. Why is it doing that? It's not giving me the right, yeah, it does. It's about the way it is here. It feels like 10 degrees hotter because I'm not normally warm in here. I mean, granted, it's 80 in here, so I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, it's warm, but it's not like crazy. What the frickin' heck is going on? I don't get what it's doing here. It's like it's not doing the print marks correctly. There you go. That's better. That is bizarre because I do not want this to be a problem. You can't really see it here. Let me go back to this. There you go. Setting this print job up. But, you know, you can kind of see, if you want, down here, you can kind of see that mark. That mark is what, well, it does 4 marks, 4 of those marks all the way around it, and that's how the cutter actually measures those to know how to do the cuts, how to line itself. But if you look, the top ones are only partially there, so it's not going to actually work. So I need to figure out what the heck is going on, because it's set to the right type. Length mark, length thickness. Let's make the thickness. Let's make the thickness a little bigger. See what it does. Doesn't seem to change it. So, yeah, registration marks. It's just weird that it's not showing up properly here. I've not had that problem before. Now, granted, I'm changing my media setup. I don't normally use this media setup, but it's just kind of odd that it's doing that. Tell you what, I'm going to knock that down to 20 of them. Now it shows it properly. But I just want to do a test run and see what happens here. 30-inch material. I don't even know if I have a matte roll of laminate in that size. Well, let me just send this out and try it, see what happens. So I'll go bounce back over here. Tell me, hang on, let me go back and try this real quick. Because I'm curious. Well, now that's intriguing. It's not even there right now. Let's see, library. Yep, I lost it. Hey guys, did you lose me or am I still there? Can you still hear me? It's showing me I lost connection, but I don't know if we did or not. Yes, you lost collection, or yes, I'm here. Also, can you hear the music that I'm playing in the background? I've got it kind of quiet, but I didn't know if that was coming in. Okay, well, that's good. Okay, it's warming up, I think. Let me go back to production manager and take a look at what's going on. Oh, it fades in and out? Okay, that's cool. No worries. I figure probably when I'm not talking, the mic sensitivity increases and it kind of picks up a little bit of it. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. Let me actually hang on. Let me see if I can check it from here. StreamYard. All right, let me go check on that real quick again. Okay, that's bizarre because there is stuff on the printer and it's not showing it at all. That is weird. So the print, video capture device. Oh, I think OBS just locked up on me. All right, let's try it again. All right, so I got that camera back on, but now this camera's out. Gotta love it. So let's try and do this. Full view, Canon, deactivate, activate. There we go. Now we're back. So let me go check for the registration marks on that one. Yeah, they are there. They are there. So let's see, how tall is that print? That thing is only 14 inches tall. So if I do 14 3 times would be 42. Okay, so let's just do that. Just to test. Send that one through and see if the camera picks it up. Hey, what's up, Jimmy? How you doing, man? I just noticed I got that camera set kind of high. There we go. How's it going, Jimmy? Just kind of hanging, printing, doing stuff. Man, this playlist I'm playing right now is like all, hang on, what year is this one? ...2001. It's one of my 2001 playlists from the old stuff. So we had Bad Day, we had Depeche Mode, Dream On, now it's playing Don't Speak. So we were talking about temperature, Jimmy. Is it hot where you are? It's like 96, but it feels even hotter. I really should go before it gets too late. Well, you know what? Costco, it's probably going to be quieter at Costco if I go at like 6. So maybe I'll wait another hour. I got plenty to do here. 80, ooh, man. That's one thing I'll give, it's absolutely the only thing I miss about California was the weather. Even when it was 95, it wasn't that bad, especially in the shade. But 80 is about perfect. I'd love it if it was 80 here right now. Did you? Yeah. What time is it there, Eddie? It's 4:50 here. And yeah, it would be pretty busy. Especially ours. The main one I go to is one of the busiest in DFW. DFW being Dallas Fort Worth. All right, so you're an hour ahead. Yeah, and it was still that busy at 5:30, huh? Well, maybe I'll wait till after 6. If my wife wants to go, we'll need to go earlier, but I have a feeling she'll just be like, go. I mean, they're open till like 8 or 8:30, so. Let me check that. All right, I don't know what the heck's going on because the camera out there is not refreshing. Because it's printed a whole nother print out there and it's not showing it. So I don't know what's going on with OBS. Office. Office desk. Video capture device. Yeah, I think you're going to lose me again. Still acting very weird. Oh, now a little Incubus. I like Incubus. Getting enough nowhere. Incubus Drive. All right, it looks like the gap was good on that, so let me do one more. I'm gonna have to do a ton this way though, that's kind of a pain. Doing 520 at a time. Really? Incubus, really, man, Drive is great. I mean, I've obviously got more Incubus than just that, but Stellar is really good. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. Looks like I got some Linkin Park in this list, etc. too. Hey, look at that. It's actually showing it printing now. Oh, that's good. We're getting a little something anyhow. What's up, Mr. Paul Biggs? Were you watching where you couldn't chat? And now you can? Yeah, definitely. Did like a lot of Linkin Park. Just jumped on. Okay, cool, Paulie. Oh, what's on now? This is another No Doubt. What is this one? Ex-girlfriend. See if I heard back from. No, she hadn't replied to that art for that other retractable banner. Hey, Paulie, here you go. Let me see if I can find it. Those are going to be two retractable banners for Life Fellowship for this weekend. Yeah, Paul, that's what I'm doing. I usually I usually play with my playlist on Spotify, but Marty has been playing Spotify up on the TV up in the bedroom, and we only have the one account, so it turns my playing off. So now I'm basically using my Plex, which I've showed you, so I can stream that from anywhere too. So it's basically my old CD and my old mix collections. So can you get Paul? Can you get Plex on your TV apps or your whatever that? I forget which one you're using. I think you're using the Amazon one. Is there a Plex client for that? I would assume there is, but check and let me know, because if there is one, then I can share my server, so that way you can go through the music and DVD collection and all that stuff. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so download that and I can send you an invite. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, Eddie, that's what I use. So I've got my old DVD collection, my old CD collection. I use it as our local broadcast HD DVR, and it's totally shared. So, I can use it pretty much anywhere on anything. And we've even got a group of friends that have Plex servers too, and like around the country, and we share our accounts so we can play off what each of us has. Trying to remember where the heck the invite section is. They've moved stuff around since I've done that part. My Plex machine, it's basically my old media server. So I'm trying to remember what the machine is. I honestly don't remember. Oh, battery's dying on my camera, so give me 1 second. I'll swap the battery out. All right, there we go. Camera back. Yeah, I can't remember. Like I said, I can't remember what the hardware is. Oh, you know what? Did I change? Hang on. You know what? I forgot. I got rid of my media server, and I'm not using Plex on that anymore. Hang on 1 second. I moved all my Plex stuff not long ago over. I've been running FreeNAS for a long time, and FreeNAS now is upgraded. It's called TrueNAS, and I beefed up my NAS machine, so it's beefier than I had before, and I'm actually running the Plex in a jail. So it's actually running on my TrueNAS machine. So yeah, so I'm running that on my TrueNAS machine. And that machine is, I believe, hang on, let me see if I've got the specs. It's been so long since I've used. Yeah, so it's an i5 3470 with 16 gig and a bunch of drives. Now it's not crazy high amount. You know, I think I replaced actually the smaller drives with a couple 4 terabytes, but I don't keep them full, so I've got plenty of space. I've got some set up for FreeNAS and then some set up as my main file server, that all my media and everything's on, and then I've got multiple backups. So that was just playing some Sum 41, and it's about to play Uncle Cracker. Follow me. Oh, Paul, I forgot. Where was I? I was still trying to find that. Hang on, let me go back to my FreeNAS. Why can I not remember where my invite is? I wonder if they changed it and I have to do that from the online system now, which is possible. Oh wait, users and sharing. Here we go. Billy, Jeremy. Okay, yeah. So add a friend and let me put in your email. I'm assuming you want me to use your Gmail? See, users in your home appear on the switch screen. No. Content restrictions. Okay, so all right, so it's sending you. Okay, it should have sent you an email to that account, so check and let me know. You don't have to, I don't think you have to have the Plex app to accept the invite. I think you can do that through the email, but I'm not positive. Um, and you don't have to have the Plex app, I don't think, to get access to it on like the web, but you have to have a Plex account based on your email. So just see if it shows you in that email the invite email. But with the app, you can play it from any of your devices. You know, it would just show up as one of the servers that you can connect to, and you can also use their free TV service and all that stuff too. And it's free, so the app. Yeah. So Eddie, have you played with FreeNAS or TrueNAS? I used FreeNAS for years and years and years. After I got rid of my Windows NT server or Windows server, um, and I just switched to the TrueNAS setup not long ago, this year actually. I was using FreeNAS. I just decided to just beef up the machine. So when I decided to do that, I thought, well, let's upgrade to the new TrueNAS too. Yeah, yeah, I do. No, I use it for capturing TV. For security cameras, I use Blue Iris, which is different, different system altogether, and that's running on one of my Windows 10 machines. Um, but yeah, no, for DVR, I use Plex. Um, so basically, I've got one of the it's just a I'm trying to remember the. Hang on, let me look at the name. I forget the name, but um, I can go look for you. Hang on one second. Where'd it go? There it is. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Oops, just lost. Oh, there it goes. Um, hold on, let me go back to my main and more live TV. Yeah, so I can watch any broadcast live TV right here, anywhere I am. Hang on. TV, remote access, live TV and DVR. There. Okay, so I'm using the HD Home Run Connect. Um, do Go to Silicon Dust, silicondust.com. I use the HD Home Runs. Mine's older than these, but it's kind of the equivalent of the Flex Duo. It's the two-tuner unit, and it's got basically two HD tuners for all my local broadcast. And then it's got an Ethernet port that plugs into your network, and then my Plex can connect to it and use the two tuners. So I can watch TV on it, I can use it as my DVR, etc. All right, Jimmy, man, have a good one. And the Silicon Dust, the boxes are, like that big. They're little boxes, nothing to them. Super simple, pretty inexpensive. And they've got a new 4K unit too, which is kind of cool. And it has 4 tuners. They didn't have that unit way back when I got mine. They had the 2, and then eventually they added the 3 tuner. But now they've got a 4K 4 tuner, so kind of cool. But I don't really have the need. So yeah, it looks like the HD Home Run Flex 4K is $199, and then the Flex Duo is $109. I think I paid like $90 for mine. I think it was maybe on sale when I got it, but I've had it for years, so. Yeah, I don't use the Plex TV much. I mean, 99% of what we watch is on Hulu. And then, we do a mix of some other stuff, but that's definitely the bulk of our stuff is on Hulu. And we use the cheapy one. Actually, I'm in a grandfathered Spotify, so I'm paying like, I think it's $10.95 or $11.95 a month and that's with taxes, for Spotify and Hulu Basic. So that gets us most of what I use. So the Plex we use for some local HD DVR stuff. We used to use it more than we do now. We don't use it all that much anymore. I can't say I've played with Sage. I know they got bought by Google, so not a thrilling thing for me, but oh, now some Janet Jackson. Let me go check that print real quick. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't wait because that customer has not responded. Jimmy jumped. So Paul, is it letting you in there? Have you gotten to go in and look around? Oh wow, Lifehouse 6 cycle carousel. I forgot about that one. Good song though. I'd just forgotten about some of these artists and the songs. Ooh, Bad Day by Fuel. Yeah, I didn't have really any problems with Plex Live TV. Well, now I used mostly the live TV I used was through that HD home run tuner, and I mean I had zero problems. Said we use that for years. It's weird. I am showing that I'm playing 2 streams, but I don't know where I have 2 streams going. That's kind of bizarre. Oh, there it is, live stream. No, that's that is us streaming to you. Sorry. Oh, Lord. Let's see where I'm at here. Oh yeah. I haven't you know, I had done some stuff with Unify, but never their cameras. And I mean, I'm still running my old Nixa security stuff. It's funny, I used to do that stuff for businesses and some higher end homes, and I just got busy with life and other things, and I'm like, I'm not doing that stuff really anymore. And so I've still probably got a box and a half full of decent 2.8 to 12 millimeter cameras that I haven't even put to use, IP cameras, but yeah, Blue Iris work well. I mean, I've done installs with 20 plus cameras for commercial locations with it, no problem. I think most of the homes we did were like 8 to 12 cameras, some less, but I mean, we were doing more bigger houses. I'm still running an old version of Blue Iris, actually. Did he finally rewrite that thing as 64-bit? That was the one problem I had with it. It didn't really take advantage of the computers. Yeah, looking at their website, they don't say anything about 64-bit, so I don't think he's ever rewritten that, which is kind of crappy. Yeah, it just didn't seem like he really took advantage of a true good 64-bit architecture or the video cards. I mean, it took so I think it's a little better with the video card stuff enabled, but it's not like it should be. Yeah, no, I agree. And he's good about, if you've got a camera that you can't figure out, he'll he'll figure it out on how you can talk to it. Heck, I've still got some Hike Vision and Dahua cameras too. Yeah, no, I agree. Like I said, I'm still running it. Of course, I've kind of downgraded the number of cameras I've got here, so I need to get that straightened out too. put some of my cameras back out. Yeah, it stinks because the Hikvision and the Dahua machine, the cameras themselves were great. There's some things you can do to mitigate problems. I mean, with your network. So, I mean, it's not like they're that bad, especially for the camera they've got. Yeah, I agree. I've got some of my bigger body uh, varifocal cameras that are probably getting close to that age that are, I think they're all 1080p's. I may have had a couple 720p's, but they were all IP cameras that, yeah, I still have probably a box full of them out in storage. The first cameras I ever put up here at the house was old school analogs. So with varifocal, back then they were like 800-900 bucks a piece. And I had to buy those were CS cameras with replaceable lenses, and you had to buy weatherproof cases, and you know, it was different. And that was, like I said, I built this house in 2000, so that stuff was up in the early days, if you will. And I had a Panasonic digital hybrid phone system too, so that was my doorbell. Was it rang the phones through the phone system? That way I didn't have to listen to the phone ringing in weird hours of the night for the kids. It went straight to their room. It was an auto attendant. So, all right, man. Take care, Paulie. I'll talk to you in a bit. Looks like I'm going to go to Costco in the morning instead of tonight. Well, I guess I will throw a few more of these print jobs out, and then I'm going to probably call it for now. But it was nice chatting with everybody. Good to catch up, Eddie. I'm sure we'll talk more. Hopefully everybody has a good one. And I'm sure there'll be some other lives going on YouTube tonight from people we might know. So anyhow, you guys all have a good one. I am going to take off.